A population of over 200 million people, Nigeria is known as the giant of Africa, and many African countries have always looked up to it to lead the way. Experts have postulated that Nigeria's success with agricultural biotechnology could open up the entire African continent to adopting the technology. To take the lead, Nigeria commercialized its first genetically modified crop, approving pest-resistant BT cotton as a means to revitalize its comatose textile industry and boost economic development. Nigeria's two homegrown cotton varieties, MRC 7377BG11 and MRC 7361BG11, were developed by Mycot Nigerian Private Limited in collaboration with the Institute for Agricultural Research (IAR) at Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria. The cotton has been genetically modified to include a gene from a soil bacterium used extensively for insect pest control in organic agriculture to provide pest resistance within the plant itself. According to experts, Nigeria's new BT cotton can produce 4.1 to 4.4 tons per hectare compared to the local variety, which yields just 600 to 900 kilograms per hectare, a wide difference. BT cotton can resist the devastating bollworm and tolerate sucking insects. It will help farmers reduce their use of pesticides, thus minimizing environmental impact and lowering production costs.
For the farmer to actually get some yields, he has to spray like 10 times, 8 times.
Spray harmful chemicals.
Spray harmful chemicals many times. And those chemicals actually affect the environment. They get accumulated, and then when it rains, the rain flushes, moves them down to the rivers, and the rivers, people in the villages, they drink water from these rivers. So, it affects the health. And as the farmer is actually spraying, he's inhaling it. So you don't know the effects, the after effects on his chest and all. So, and then there's drudgery because carrying that's the cans at the farmer's barrack and going around and spraying from one end. You can imagine, there's no way you can go into commercial farming because one person or so many people like going around
to spray on your
back, carrying it. If he's an old man, he can't do that for a long time. He will die quickly. So you see the drudgery in that. So this technology now is trying to actually help out the farmer because the breeders, I know that breeders, plant breeders are always in touch with their farmers, they're always together, they know where they should pinch it.
Sure.
They know where the farmer suffers. And so that's why they touch it why it's okay.
Go back into the lab to get research.
To do research, to see how the farmers' suffering will be alleviated. Because once you spray that chemical and it rains, once it rains, in fact, that chemical is washed off. It's no longer effective. Everything goes up. You have to do it
again and
so
again.
So that means you have to do so many sprays, and it's money. So, and that leads to using a lot of farm inputs. And at the end of it, that is why in Nigeria, grains are very expensive and not like before because of these farm inputs. The more you use the farm inputs, the more the cost of the produce. And so, and all these things, of course, some people cannot afford. And that's why we have so many hungry people, so many people who are malnourished, children are malnourished, and also and so forth.
But now with the modern biotechnology has bridged the gap.
There's a little gap. We're not saying it's a panacea, it's everything, but it can contribute at least in something. So you see, this technology is actually made to help reduce some of these things that we go through, and so that it can enable the farmer to do business farming. Anyway, with the business farming, with less chemical sprays and all, and then where you have to go into large scale farming, we have drones. So technology is not just one, a combination of all, mechanization, and then we have the satellite technology, and then we have this
where they can give precision for the amount of rain,
precision
when you should
that is
plant,
what's happening,
plant
urban agriculture. So all of them together, we in Nigeria, we really have to go into this, even though some of them are not free, they are also capital intensive, but the government can help make farmers to have access to little loans, and then I think CBN is into that.
Okay.
So the drones, like in South Africa, when we went to South Africa in 2018, we visited cotton farm and we saw some farms where the drone is going as if it's
to harvest or to plant.
No, not to plant, but to spraying chemicals.
Wow.
You know,
that's advanced
you
technology.
can see like 400 hectares of land being managed by just 2-3 people. You can imagine that.
That's science and technology.
That is science and technology for you. Okay. We cannot run away from it. There's no way we can make it without the use of science and technology in agriculture.
To take us a little down memory lane, in the 1970s, the textile industry was Nigeria's second highest employer. According to the Nigerian Textile Manufacturing Association, at its peak, between 1970 to 1990, it comprised about 130 modern factories and supported numerous other ancillary firms, providing about 350 direct jobs and 1.2 million indirect jobs among farmers, suppliers, transporters, dealers, traders, and exporters. With this federal government's commercialized release of BT cotton, Mycot Nigeria, in collaboration with IAR, has been in the forefront in driving the process of making sure that the seeds are rapidly made available to farmers. The company has worked with over 1,000 farmers to locally produce this high-yield cotton for the whole country, and key stakeholders have started assessing the impact the GM cotton has added to the Nigerian economy. Managing Director of the Cotton Ginding Company Limited, Alhaji Salmanu Abdullahi, told Ziti TV, the new cotton variety is a dream come true for cotton farmers, adding that the official release of the cotton to farmers would invariably change the country's textile landscape, as it would midwife the resuscitation of the nation's ailing textile industry. End of quote. On his part, President of the National Cotton Association of Nigeria, NACOTAN, Anibe Achimogu, said the BT cotton varieties has the potential to improve quality and yield, two major factors that would keep farmers interested in growing cotton. Achimogu stated in a quote, "We expect that they will earn more money because their yield will go up significantly from maybe 500 to 600 kg per hectare on the average to a minimum of 2 tons from what we hear. If they follow the agronomic processes properly, they should be able to get up to 4 tons, and with that, we expect that cotton would be more available and the textile industry will now have enough cotton." End of quote. Anibe described the development as the light at the end of the tunnel for Nigerian cotton farmers and thanked the government agencies that conducted the work to get the varieties approved. And to complete this part, we had an on-farm tour with the country coordinator of the Open Forum on Agricultural Biotechnology, OFAB, Nigerian chapter, Dr. Rose Maxwell Gidado, who started by saying that this major feat attained by developing the BT cotton, Nigeria showed it is not isolated from other countries across the globe as far as adopting technological innovation in advancing its development is concerned.
Modern biotechnology, of course, is all about using the cutting-edge technology, to improve crop production, to improve animal production. That's in the area of agriculture, and also to improve nutrition, and then in the area of medicine, to improve medicines, to make them cheaper, to make them much more effective, and as well as improve diagnostics in it, and so on and so forth. In the area of environmental biotechnology, we use this technology to make environment much more safer, much more pollution free, and then much more sustainable.
Now we are on a cotton farm.
Yeah.
This is March.
Yes.
In the middle of the very hot weather.
Yes.
And this is still budding.
Yes.
You're still going to harvest after the main harvest and all of that.
How
did you achieve this?
And
money. Yes.
You know, look at
you have said so. The seed can be sold. The thread can be sold as well.
Of course.
Now, but then, how did you achieve this, and what's the difference in harvest? The yield.
Yeah. We planted this, I think, in June. I think in June. We planted, and they got matured. You know, we spent a lot of money anyway, weeding and all, with manual weeding, because we're still backward over
in the
here.
science and technology.
So we shouldn't be talking about manual weeding anyway. But then we found ourselves in it. So we did maybe 2 chemical sprays and what, because of the gene of insect. The gene that is in this cotton is against the bollworm complex. Insects that are within one bollworm, pink bollworm.
That usually destroys cotton wool.
Yes,
a lot.
Pink bollworm and other bollworms, they destroy cotton a lot, just like the case of bees. So it's the same thing. When it's forming the balls, you will see them. And when they come, the ball will not survive. They destroy the ball.
So, but you've been able to, with the modern biotechnology, conquer that with this variety.
Conquer that, yes.
Okay.
This variety of cotton is both hybrid and then transgenic. Transgenic means it's genetically modified. So it has, double advantage. Yield advantage is here, and the insect protection, so that you can have high quality leaves, and then so that Nigeria will be able to export. Nigeria will be able to be a global player in cotton trade business.
With this variety?
Yes, because international standards are followed. With this technology, once you practice it anywhere in the world, wherever your product goes to or your produce goes to, it's acceptable.
Wow.
Because international best practice, that's what we follow. These international standards and all. And so we did the harvest. The first harvest was done, I think, recently, December, January. No water, rain has stopped, but still they're still here. They're still vibrant. They're still alive. Look at green leaves coming up. Some are even flowering, and the leaves are opening. And I'm sure it's because of lack of water. That is why this ball is not big.
Could have been bigger than this.
It could have been bigger than this, because the balls were really big in the rainy season. But I'm sure as soon as rain starts, Aluta continue.
The tree, it's more like a tree now.
It's more like a tree. Cotton is it's a perennial crop.
Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't go off like that.
For just one season?
No, for just one season. If you allow it, it can go on and on. But then, if you want to have more yields, you can see that some part of it is gone. But I know that once rain comes, it will
freshen up
and
give good yield or quality yield again.
Yeah, and give quality yield again.
Okay.
So you can see that what the technology does is quite. There is much difference between the yield of this one, and that of conventional. That of conventional is between 250 kg to 900 kg
per hectare.
Or 950 kg per hectare, yes. But the genetically modified variety gives you a yield potential of 4.1 to 4.2 tons per hectare. That is for the 2 varieties of this cotton.
The combined variety.
Yeah, 2 varieties. Bulgat, they're all Bulgat 2. That is Mahiko 571, and the other one is 567. They all give you, like, one gives 4.1, the other one gives 4.4. That's with good farm management practice.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is potential. That's the highest it can give you.
Okay. With
good farm management practice. But most of our farmers, of course, some of them don't even have money to weed and what. So they're within the range of 2.5 to 3.5 tons per hectare. I think the yields that some of them got.
Okay, you
But
have got farmers who
yeah,
got those leads.
the the smallholder farmers mostly.
Okay.
But the big time farmers, I think some even like reported that they got 5 tons per hectare, 4 tons per hectare.
That's good for business.
Yeah, that's good for business. It's actually good for business.
So, but why should I choose to cultivate cotton wool actually? I am wondering why the choice of improving cotton wool and, of course, cowpea I know is a plant protein that is commonly consumed in this part of Africa. But the cotton, what's the rush about cotton? Is it viable for farmers?
Cotton is very viable for farmers. Cotton is, can I say, it's regarded as gold, as a golden crop, because everything about it is useful. The links are used for so many, industrial use, for our clothes, in the hospitals, in the world, everywhere. Cotton is very, very useful. And then the seeds are also very useful.
Okay.
And it's an industrial raw material because it's used to make oil.
In all, experts have shown with scientific research proof that GM cotton will revolutionize the cotton's agriculture and textile sectors, just as several other GM crops that have also seen the light of the day, with many others on the way. This documentary is produced by Ziti Communications, sponsored by the Open Forum on Agricultural Biotechnology Nigeria chapter to enlighten the public on the gains of GMOs in Nigeria. This edition focused on BT cotton. For more on GMOs and biotechnology, you can reach OFAB via info@ofabnigeria.com. Telephone numbers +234 803 354 9777 or +234 807 355 7759. Visit the OFAB office located at NABDA headquarters, Umar Musa Adua Way, Lugbe Airport Road, Abuja, Nigeria. Thanks for watching.